Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to part 5 of my action figure collection. So just to recap, in part 1 we had a look at my Godzilla collection. In part 2 we had a look at my Transformers collection. In part 3 we had a look at my Sonic collection. And in part 4 we had a look at my Jurassic Park collection. And in part 5, which is this part, we're going to take a look at my Papo dinosaur figures. Now, in case you don't know, Papo is a French company that make highly detailed figures of animals, mythical creatures, and, of course, dinosaurs. And I really do like their dinosaur figures, so, yeah, I've been into collecting them, not recently, but ever since 2013, so, yeah. Anyway, before I get on with this, I just want to show off something that I forgot to show off in the last video, which is, this. I have all of the Jurassic World Lego sets, so, yeah. My favorite one has to be the T-Rex set, but, yeah. Even though it's just a repaint of an existing figure, and I already have the 2 other variants of that figure, so, either way, the Lego T-Rex model looks pretty good, so, yeah. Anyway, enough of this, let's get on with my Papo figures. So, on the top shelf right here, first of all, that right there is a classic Sega Genesis, and what's really cool is that there's 40 games built into it, but the coolest thing is that you can use old Sega Genesis cartridges, which is really cool. A game that isn't on here is Toe Jam and Earl. However, I have a copy of Toe Jam and Earl for the Sega Genesis, so I could just plug that in and I could just play off of that, and it's pretty cool. And also, if you're wondering what that blue thing is, the school I go to is a tech school, and I'm in CAD, and the sophomores in my grade made these little 3D printed cars, so someone just gave me that blue piece without any of the wheels, so yeah. Either way, yeah, that's something for my shop, but without further ado, let's just get on with these figures. So for the top shelf right here, I try to base everything off of the novels and films. Like, the Carnotaurus here appeared in the second novel, the Styracosaurus appeared in the first novel, and in case you've been living under a rock your whole life, the Brachiosaurus appeared in the first film. In the novel, it was actually an Apatosaurus, but in the film, it was a Brachiosaurus. Why they made that change, I don't know, but either way, it's still cool that the Brachiosaurus was in the film. But anyway, yeah. We have the brown T-Rex and the green running T-Rex. This figure is definitely a really good figure. This is definitely a pickup for not just like Jurassic Park fans, but just dinosaur fans in general. This is just, even if you're not a collector, it's just something you could have sitting on your shelf, because it's actually in the same pose as the T-Rex was at the end of the first Jurassic Park film, when the banner, "When Dinosaurs Roamed the Earth" came down. So, yeah, that's actually really cool. We have a couple of baby Tyrannosauruses right here. We have the Stegosaurus, the second variant of the Papo Velociraptor, which is heavily based off of the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor. We have the Papo Dilophosaurus. As stated earlier, the Papo Carnotaurus and Styracosaurus. Right here we have the original Triceratops and the baby Triceratops. Again, we have the Brachiosaurus here. The Ankylosaurus right in front of the running T-Rex right there. And the Papo Pteranodon that is just chilling by the running T-Rex and the Brachiosaurus. And that's basically it for the top shelf. Moving on to the bottom shelf, we have a couple of other Papo figures. We have the Papo Pachyrhinosaurus, which looks a lot like the Pachyrhinosaurus from Disney's Dinosaur. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I see that Pachyrhinosaurus, I think of Disney's Dinosaur, because it just looks so much like the one from Disney's Dinosaur. But anyway, we have the Oviraptor here, and this is the first, and I believe the only Papo figure that comes with an accessory. We have the Papo Allosaurus, which is actually the first Papo figure I've ever gotten, back in 2013. And right here we have the Papo Spinosaurus. And the reason I have the Spinosaurus here, and not up there with the other figures, is because, well, I'm just going to be honest, I kind of don't like the Spinosaurus. I'm not so much of a T-Rex fanboy to where I say, oh, it killed the T-Rex, I hate it. No, I just think the Spinosaurus is kind of a dumb-looking dinosaur, to be honest. And I just think the T-Rex is much cooler. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for that. And if you're wondering what this thing is right here, this is actually a wooden carved hippo. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why the hell do you have a carved hippo? Well, this is actually something that my dad got for me from Jamaica. The person who made this didn't know what a hippo was, so he went on the internet. He said that they were pretty cool animals, so he made this, and yeah. He gave it to my dad, and my dad gave this to me, so yeah. But the thing is, alright, actually, there's nothing bad about this, but just to give a little background information, for a short period of time, before dinosaurs being basically in my life, there was a time when I was really obsessed with hippos, so, yeah. I don't know why, but, you know what, I guess they are kind of cool. Either way, yeah. And underneath here we have not much, except for that Sega Genesis controller, so, yeah. Anyway, that is it for my Papo collection. Join me in part 6, and we'll be taking a look at the last thing, which is, well, it's sort of a miscellaneous thing, but yeah. Either way, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.